Hi there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again, uh, Chess Access, where I give you access to my chess games, both over the board and online. So, I've noticed something weird. I'm just curious if you're willing to share this with me. That there's a lot of inconsistency in my play. Uh, I'm not quite sure how to go about it. I mean, I'm not, obviously not pretending to be like a like a good chess player or like a teacher, or I'm just showing you my game so we can learn from it. I can learn from it. Maybe you can learn something from it. But I'm not like I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just a regular chess player wanting to show my games on YouTube. Um, yeah. So I'm curious how you guys are finding your chess journey. If you want to comment, please do so. So I've been fluctuating between 1100, 1150 for like 3 months now, and I can't seem to break out of this 11, 1150. So sometimes I get into a tilt, take some days off like I did last week, and then I play a good game. Then I play a bad game. Then I play a brilliant game. Then I play a lousy game. And then I play a brilliant game. It's just all over the place. like um, 3 weeks ago over the board, I beat like last year's champion. Then the week after, I drew against like also a really good player. The couple of days later, I lost against the second but lost on the competition from last year. And then a couple of days later, I draw against a really strong player again. And today I played my first game, and it was like a really good games from both opponents, from both sides. I mean, so we played with an 89% accuracy both, and estimated rating of 1850. So we drew. I could have won. I looked at the analysis. If you want to look at that video, um I'll put it in the description below. I could have won, but I didn't know that at the time. So I saw it in the analysis. But he could have won also. So I guess the outcome was just a perfect mirror of how we played. I mean, we both played really, really good, I think, except from a couple of mistakes here and there. But the next game I played with 70% accuracy and then 77% accuracy. Both terrible games. Blundered all over the place and got into really awkward positions. And then I played a 92.5% accuracy, 1850 estimated rating again. So the other games were rated 1000 and 1500. So my chess is all over the place. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's absolutely terrible. So I'm curious how you guys are finding your chess journey, if you recognize this or if you're not. Anyway, um, so I've uploaded my over the board game of today. That's a bit different because it was a like really solid player, 1700 official rating. So that's roughly 2000 on chess.com. I've heard somewhere, read somewhere. So yeah, yeah. I'll put it in the link also if you want to watch it. It was seven. I played with 77% accuracy, but that's I think pretty good for over the board game against a strong player. Um, anyway, so this is the last game of today. So after two lousy games, I played this game, and I thought it was nice to share. So this is not live. This is just looking back at the game. So I started with a Jababa London, if he would let me, and he did. So setting up the pawn to storm. I know I've been hearing some people want to do the pawn storm, some people don't. they want to bring the knight out here and maybe the queen and whatever. Um, this is how I learned it. Yeah, just pushing the pawn to prevent it from coming in. Um, putting the knight there to defend the bishop. So if he wants to capture, I can recapture. Castles, bring my bishop out. Trade, trade. Yeah, so I'm doing the pawn storm. I need to castle obviously to create some breakthrough. This loses a pawn because he can't really recapture. Or um, well, he can, but I think I can't actually really remember. But I've got now 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers on this pawn. I didn't need to castle for another defender or attacker, but I wanted to prevent him from pushing the pawn and having to take it with this pawn and have a weak pawn structure. So I thought like if he pushes it now, I can take it with the queen and it's backed up by the by the rook. Yeah. So and I saw some nice tactics now because obviously my queen is looking at this square. If this pawn is gone and this knight is gone, it'd be a nice check and maybe a checkmate. I wasn't quite sure. It depends obviously what the opponent does. So it's a fork, so he needs to well either go out of the way, then I grab it and he grabs and it's all open in front of the king. So he took, I took, and rather than oh yeah, and then I saw like he can recapture it. So it's I'm a pawn down, but I've created some play on this side. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks on this pawn, and he's got 1, 2, 3 defenders. So I take the pawn, and obviously now I can either take this knight, or the knight takes me. And I thought like if the knight takes me, I can first go in with a check, and then recapture or see what happens. But he made a mistake. This permits the opponent to eventually win a queen. Okay, let me have a look if I did. Yes. Oh. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so let's have a look at that again. So take here. Oh, and then take here. Oh, yeah, okay, I didn't do this. Okay, so if I remember correctly, but he could recapture with the queen. That's not what yeah, so that's what I was a bit worried about. Actually, he could have obviously taken it, but I'll show you what happened in the game. Okay, yeah, okay, so I missed this tactic. Now I want a rook. So I could have checked here and then grab the queen. Okay, yep, yep. So anyway, I did see it, but then I thought like, actually I can win a rook. so so I played with knight c2.5, so it could have even be better. But I checked, check again, and he gets out of the way, and then I pinned these two, and my opponent resigned and complimented me on the game. So yeah, this is really awkward. The 2 games before were absolutely horrendous, and then the tactics flow all over the place. Okay, so I missed the queen, winning the queen, but I got in such a position that my opponent resigned anyway, and otherwise I would have been, I would have won a a knight, and then it's like 2 rooks versus and a knight versus one rook. So okay, so yeah, I'll put the games of earlier today in the description below if you're interested in looking at them also. So it's one of over the board game against the 1700 rated ELO player. Mind you, I have no ELO. I have 1100 on chess.com, which is about 800 ELO, I think. I think you deduct 300 points from it. So I'm 800 ELO played like someone who's twice as strong as I am, more than twice as strong. Yeah, so I'm not. I lost that game, but I'm not too worried about it. It was a good learning experience. Okay, so if you like these videos, please subscribe and leave a comment if you wish. Really curious to find out also how you guys are finding your chess journey. Is it one of just going up, or is it one of going like up and down, just like I described? Some really good games, some really terrible games. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again probably tomorrow. Bye bye.